Hello friends, Kat Bohm. Many moments of mindfulness more often. Through this possibility of awakening and understanding and living in the present moment, best that we can. I'm going to share my interpretation of a quite renowned Buddhist sutta. So sutta again means a thread, and it's how the teachings of the Buddha, which were oral 2,700 years ago, have been presented. So he spoke, we'll say, and then through many different resources, we'll say, we now have a book that are about his teachings. That's the best way that I'll say it. So it's a sutta. And it's a famous sutta called the Fire Sutta, where on the Ganges rivers in India, so again 2,700 years ago, where the group Buddha spoke and said, all is burning, the world is burning, don't you see it? The eyes are burning, the ears are burning, the nose is burning, the tongue is burning, your body is burning. Burning with what? Burning with greed, hatred, and delusion, my friends. It was like he was kind of having, I live in Canada, it was like he was having a Canadian campfire. Instead of us here in Canada, we sit around a campfire and roast marshmallows and sing songs. The Buddha was like, wake up, it's burning, look at the world, look what happens when there's greed. And then I look around, I'm like, yeah, look what happens when there's greed. It is burning. And then the Buddha's like, wake up, look what happens when there's hatred. And then I look around the world and I'm like, ooh, you're right, look what happens with hatred. It is burning. We're burning each other. And again, the Buddha at the campfire is saying, come on, wake up. Look what happens with delusion when we're ignorant. We don't know what's happening. And then I kind of take on the Buddha's teachings. I'm like, whew, look what does happen when we're deluded. Look what ideas we have. Wow. Whew, okay. Maybe the world is burning. Maybe we are burning. Again, I'm sharing in my own way this sutta that points, for me at least, the truth. The truth that depending how we take in what we read and what we hear, depending on how we absorb our food and how we relate to the dis-ease often in the body, it can be burning us up. Depending on how much we read news, depending what news we read, depending what part of the world we live in, the opportunity within that particular country, skin color, body shape, gender identification, depending on how we look at the world, global crisis perhaps. Is it burning? Are we burning each other? Greed, hatred, and delusions. Traditionally within the Buddhist teachings, these are called three poisons, because when they're overactive, shit happens. Okay, so maybe some of you have sat around a campfire, cooked on a campfire. Maybe all of a sudden you'll look at this beautiful fire that has been used for thousands and thousands of years for gatherings to cook food, but also as that heat of a poison that sometimes burns within us as humans. This fire of greed, hatred, and delusion. Again, it's my interpretation of this sutta. Sutta, as I said, is a thread. It's how the Buddha taught from an oral tradition and how it's been presented to us today. You can look up the Fire Sermon. It's probably much well said than what I just said right there. It's probably presented a lot more easily than how I said it. Okay, I'm going to stop. That's so funny. The irony of, I couldn't say that last sentence. Okay, check it out. The Fire Sermon by the Buddha. See what's burning. Is it true? Is our world burning with these three poisons? Can we tame these three poisons, at least within ourselves a little bit? And may it be so that our whole world tames these three fires that are burning within. Thank you for your patience on this one.